Hey. This is your boy Elliot speaking. The Cave, a podcast about comics, anime, video games, everything else. Pretty much to summarize it, a podcast for men conversation, men shit. I got Tyler, a.k.a. the creator over there.
Yo.
The man, the mystery, the mixer, the legend. Got my special guest. Got to give a little drum roll for him. A.k.a. Black Charka, a.k.a. Black Jesus. Jacob Mayberry over here. Baltimore's finest battle poet.
Yeah.
Hip-hop scholar.
Yeah, y'all know what it is. Waka Chakra Flames.
Waka Chakra
AKA
Flames.
Chakra Style, Chakra Style, a.k.a. Chakra Khan, a.k.a. Chakra
Tell 'em.
Namakhan, a.k.a. Cactus Black,
Gang,
a.k.a.
gang.
Chakra 316, a.k.a. Chakra
Riding my
Omega.
Lambo, strapped like Rambo. Remember that shit back in Catonsville? Riding in my Lambo, strapped like Rambo. Hey, riding in my Lambo, strapped like Rambo. The funny thing is I got that whole verse from Bow Wow. Like, he said something about riding his Lambo. He had guns like Rambo. I was like, oh, that could be a clever line.
Yo, we had to dance and shit. We pulled the arrows out.
Riding in my Lambo, strapped like Rambo. Good times. Like I do every episode. Tyler, how was your weekend?
Everything went well. I actually got some work done in the studio. Kind of took it easy. Went to work. Typical weekend.
Feel you. Jacob, how was your weekend?
I spent some time with my goddaughter, got sick, started binge watching season 3 of 13 Reasons Why.
How is that? Because I know Shauna's a big fan of that show. I felt like after the first season, that was kind of it.
Yo, like, Netflix, stations, period, like, they find a show that's a hit. Sometimes they got to find a way to extend it. So it's just crazy. Like, the shit that writers come up with, like, if you remember Game of Thrones, like, they ran out of the book. So they had to HBO just had to write the rest. And HBO was like, we got this. And then fire.
And it was kind of like ass, right?
I mean,
The ending, I heard the ending was bad.
As a person who's a fan of the show, like, I don't think the ending was bad. It ended how the whole entire show was. Talking. The whole night. Like, 20% of the show is, naked bitches, dragons, and killing. But
Everything else, though.
everything
The
is-
remaining 80 is just conversation.
right, so niggas like, it ended boring. I'm like, no, it didn't. Niggas had expectations. People, it's the same thing with The Last Jedi. People don't like when something happens the way they don't want it. I wanted this to happen. That's not up to the writer. And you should be thankful that it didn't give you something you could predict.
That's a valid point. I never thought of it like that. That's really not up to the writer. End of the day, the studio's going to be like, hey, we need to drag this out, or hey, we need to put this character on because he's a more popular character. We can't kill him off.
Right. Niggas was all mad because when the first Force Awakens came out, I mean, it was great, but people was like, it was just a New Hope remake. And I'm like, okay.
But then when they try to make, The Last Jedi,
Jedi,
it was like, all right, let's not even go to the archives of the previous movies. Let's just do our own fucking thing.
Right.
They were saying, like, the past must die and stuff like that.
It was like, no. How could nothing we thought would happen would happen? I was like, yo, that was your complaint with the last movie.
So now Rise of Skywalker will probably be the Return of the Jedi.
Right.
It's probably going to be Return, because you see the Palpatine face in the background. The cover art is Rey and Kylo Ren. Both have their lightsabers. You see lightning going out, and you see Palpatine face in the background.
You can hear Palpatine laugh at the end. I fucking cried when I heard.
But see, then I'm
Palpatine's
kind of confused. Like, where's he coming to place in this?
Well,
It's
you gotta remember, if you go by the Star Wars series, the Force has ghosts. Like,
Ooh.
so
That's a valid point. I never thought about that. Because they always focus on the good Jedi's spirit
Right.
ghosts. You never see them. And then I was telling my uncle about this. That's the one thing I did like about The Last Jedi was the fact that Kylo Ren, in a way, kind of surpassed Darth Vader because he killed his master. Because, the Sith rule is only 2.
Right.
And the apprentice has to eventually kill off the master to be that guy. And unlike Darth Vader, Kylo Ren killed his master. Even though it was kind of like a slick, sneaky way. He did it.
Right.
And that's kind of how it was. We about to say, Tyler, I'm going to cut you off.
No, I was just about to say, more or less. I forgot where my train of thought went, but I was just kind of enamored what you were saying. Go ahead, you good.
that being said, like Kylo Ren has but that's another thing people was mad at. I thought Snoke was this person. I said, nigga, so what that he wasn't? Kylo Ren and that, first of all, Kylo Ren and Rey in that scene where they go against the guards was the fucking hardest scene in fucking Last
I
Jedi.
do feel I was a little bit, I guess, slighted because in my mind, she didn't really get training like that for her to kind of be good. I understand it's movie logic, of course, but it's like, I feel like she should have trained a little bit.
That was everybody's big problem. The term was a Peggy Sue. Now, that ain't the term no more.
Yeah.
Because niggas call hella hell. Like, oh, what does that mean? She a Peggy Sue? It just means she a Superman. She a John Cena. There's nothing. There's no obstacles. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, okay, you didn't have to train. This nigga Luke was, you started from the bottom. This nigga was literally with Yoda. and like trying to lift a fighter jet out of a fucking swamp, and you're like, okay, this nigga gonna be the GOAT because he was working on shit like that.
But then
Ray just show up, I'm GOAT, and it's like, all right.
it kind of kills a little bit of suspense because with Luke, even though you saw that, all right, he has the potential when he tried to fight Darth Vader, he got his ass beat. He got his ass beat like that.
Exactly.
So it made sense.
Failure.
Yeah, so it made sense then Return of the Jedi, where okay, he's been gone. He got the all black outfit, the black glove. He got a new lightsaber. Yo, was all right. He that nigga. He that guy. He's a master Jedi.
One, if you go look at Infinity War, ain't that just the archetype of Empire Strikes Back? You're gonna see your heroes who you're so sure of fail, and that failure makes you way more excited for the next movie. Yeah. Second of all, interestingly enough, now there's lore of the green lightsaber. Now in the Star Wars lore, the green lightsaber means that you're a master and you're shit like that.
Because Qui-Gon Jinn had it, yeah.
Exactly. Actually, the reason they gave him a green lightsaber in Return of the Jedi is because the fight scene on Tatooine, I think it is, when they're fighting against Jabba the Hutt, it's a blue sky, and the blue lightsaber wasn't showing up.
Wow.
So they had to give him a different color.
That's crazy. That's the one thing I do give respect for George Lucas with that. He had, well, of course he had something to refer to because he had like an old samurai story he had to refer to. And also did he refer to like King Arthur a little bit?
Yep.
It's like you had those ideas, but he had to literally make his whole entire world within like 3 movies. Maybe a couple of comic books and books in between back at that time. But everything was so original. People
need to give him more credit for that. World building is one of the hardest things to do ever, and this nigga built an entire world with and then like this nigga sick with it, bro. Like he started you episode 4.
He's I'm gonna start you right in the middle. That's how well it's put together.
So on Steven Spielberg's documentary, which is fucking amazing because I'm Steven Spielberg. I didn't realize Steven Spielberg is really the fucking GOAT, but Steven Spielberg he's a fucking GOAT.
Ooh, you should do that. Like top 10 directors.
Oh, we can do that. So
you should make a list. That would be a hard ass list. So top 10 directors.
It's Steven Spielberg. George Lucas, Brian De Palma,
Quentin Tarantino.
No, not yet. No. I'm talking about these. This was all room. So these, they were all coming up around the same time. It was him, Brian De Palma. It was
Martin Scorsese.
Martin Scorsese was in there, and one other person I cannot remember. And they all watched the first draft of Star Wars. Now there was no effects. It wasn't mixed down. It was just a rough copy. But George Lucas was so excited. Fucking Spielberg, because he's Spielberg, was like, "Yo, this is the future." He looked at Lucas. He said, "George, you're going to be rich. Oh, my God, this is genius." He's like, "Do you know what you just did?" Not the effects and shit. De Palma and Scorsese are like, "What the fuck is he talking about? It's just a bunch of stupid shit, weird shit happening." But Steven Spielberg's mind is like, "Bro, this is fire."
Because they were both in a similar wavelength when it came to production.
So at the dinner, Brian De Palma straight up told him, "Yeah, your movie's shit. What the fuck is that movie? He's like, what was that hairy creature?" And he said all kinds of fucked up shit to George Lucas. He said, "You know what the worst thing about that movie was? You just drop us in the middle of a fucking action. What the fuck? Why was any of that happening?" The audience has to have some explanation. It's because of Brian De Palma saying that every Star Wars movie starts in a galaxy far, far away. And they explain what you're about to see.
So it was a quick summary just to kind of, get the audience caught up real fast.
And he did that because Brian De Palma said, "Why the fuck did you just drop?" Because Brian De Palma bitched him at a dinner.
Damn. That's wild how shit happens.
It's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's a crazy ass world because of shit like that.
But let me go and tell you about my weekend. What'd I do? Nothing much really. I chilled. My dad came into town. We hanged out with him. I watched No Good Deed with Idris Elba and Taraji Henson. It was kind of weird because I'm so used to I still refer to her as freaking, what's her name? Off of Baby Boy? Yvette. Just a ratchet ass chick. So when I see her in this movie, she was so like wholesome. Her best friend was a blonde-haired white girl. I was like, wow, this is just different.
She got different modes, I feel like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she do. Which is the sign of a good actor.
Yeah, she is. She's a good actress. But other than that, today we're going to talk about your top 50 hip-hop list, which is very, very controversial. Got people feeling some type of way. Got people. You should have seen this at Taco Bell, yo. We was talking about it. This dude out of nowhere was like, "Nah, nigga, how the hell you don't have Nas in your top 10?" Like his list is very controversial. The drama.
Pass me my phone.
The suspense.
I can just read off the list real quick.
Nas is not in your top.
Oh, Nas is number 10.
Okay.
He was just saying that. Nas is in my top 10. Nas is definitely in my top 10.
I thought he wasn't in the list at all.
Oh, Nas is how you do a top 50 list without Nas? You just being disrespectful.
Yeah, you got some vendetta out.
All right.
But quick question, is it really debatable? Because the one thing about Nas that I feel like that kind of has hurt him a little bit is just the fact that his stuff is pretty inconsistent.
He's Vegeta to Goku.
That's true.
He says what?
Like he's just Vegeta to Goku. I'm just like
That's a
Nas
very good analogy. So Nas is Jay-Z's Goku, Nas is Vegeta.
Yeah, except
you know what I'm
this
saying?
Vegeta. I mean, then again, Nas only has one win. Vegeta only has one win.
Valid
over
point.
Goku.
True,
Yeah.
true,
That is a very valid point.
So I'm gonna read through my list. Any questions?
You gonna read the whole 50?
I'm just gonna read through it. Any questions you have about it or stuff like that, save it for after the list. I'm just gonna read through it.
Go ahead.
1 to 50. Any questions? Anything you have at? Just save it for the end.
Go.
So, number 1, Jay-Z. Number 2, Rakim. Number 3, Biggie Smalls. Number 4, Big Daddy Kane. Number 5, Grandmaster Cass. Number 6, Roxanne Shante. Number 7, MF Doom. Number 8, Micah 9. Number 9, Cool G Rap. Number 10, Nas. 11, KRS-One. 12, Black Thought. 13, Lauryn Hill. 14, Eminem. 15, Scarface. 16, Redman. 17, Big Pun. 18, Tupac. 19, Snoop Dogg. Andre 3000 is number 20. 21, Ice Cube. 22, Lupe Fiasco. 23, Pharoah Monch. 24, Method Man. 25, Mos Def. 26, Raekwon. 27, Tretch from Naughty by Nature. 28, Jizza. 29, Master Ace. 30, Jada Kiss. 31, MC Light. 32, Sean Price. 33, Styles P. 34, Pusha T. 35, LL Cool J. 36, Inspector Deck. 37, Jean Grey. 38, Royce da 5'9". 39, DMX. 40, Razkaz. 41, Common. 42, T.I. 43, Killer Mike. 44, Big L. 45, Kendrick Lamar. 46, AZ. 47, J. Cole. 48, Rev Run. 49, 50 Cent. And 50 is Lil Wayne.
Where's DMC at?
Nah, he ain't make a list.
Really?
Kanye not in that?
I'm not shocked. He made a good point. He said
Anybody
Kanye's
who got a
ghostwriter.
ghostwriter don't make the list.
I give you that. Kanye's not really a good lyrical spiritual guy. He's just kind of.
And no. Kanye can rap. There are certain verses by Kanye.
He's got quotables, bro.
I mean, but he has ghostwriters. So his
Yeah, he even admits that. Like Talib Kweli and Mos Def help his penmanship
Talib
like
Kweli,
a lot.
Mos Def.
Was
the
Mos Def
nigga,
in your list?
Yeah, he was in his list.
Yeah, yep. Most
So
of them.
all right, because me and you already went back and forth about
Where'd
the
you
top
have Mos
5.
at?
Mos is like 25.
In the 20s? Okay.
He's 25, and number 24 is
He was in
Method
his
Man.
40s.
So how you have LL Cool J so low?
Bars.
Really? You don't think LL Cool J at least you've seen a growth in his bars, especially with the like time period change?
I would say there's growth in his bars. I think no. So when I say bars, keep him on my list. His legacy isn't very high.
You don't think so?
I mean, his impact wise, the way LL hit the game.
You think he has the Will Smith effect, where it's like his acting is outshadow his rap career.
What is his
somewhere?
lasting effect on hip hop? What did he usher in?
LL?
Yeah.
Def Jam. He was kind of like the spearhead of Def Jam because
I mean,
think about it.
I'd say I could argue that. Yeah, I could see that.
Because like Run DMC was hot, but once like the change of the century came with the '90s, they kind of fell off. LL Cool J was like Def Jam's main guy, literally from the '80s until like the late '90s. Then of course they ventured off.
He
to,
wasn't
like,
his
Jay-Z's.
main guy in the late '90s, but I can see what you mean. He was consistent.
He had that TV show.
Yeah, that girl, man, I'm mad that girl was on
That's
crack.
what I
yo.
know him for. 'Cause-
What's-
Damn, that's crazy.
I remember you got so sidetracked really quick. Why you do that, Tyler?
I'm sorry.
Because like
That's
now,
my
because I just thought about that chick, and she was on like a rap video, and now she's just a crackhead, missing teeth and all
That's
that.
my memory of LL Cool J, though, to be quite honest. It's not like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just that I was of that age, you know what I'm saying? I was 92.
His legacy in the industry is now tied to acting, and he is a great example of him and Snoop Dogg are great examples of there's life after the music stuff.
Right. Which is beautiful.
Wouldn't I feel like it's more LL Cool J and Will Smith over Snoop Dogg?
I mean,
What
Snoop
about
Dogg
Ice
has a
Cube?
very successful television presence. Ice Cube. I mean,
Ice
like,
Cube is probably the one.
I mean, I would say in that status he would be probably number one. I mean, but that nigga was still.
That's a good debate. Who would be the best? I guess crossover rapper.
Will Smith wasn't really
Because
like
you got Will Smith.
a rapper, in my opinion.
He was a rapper.
No. Smith was a rapper.
He got
He had
bars.
platinum.
Even
He
now,
got the
you seen that
Willennium.
video on YouTube where he was rapping about the whole the FIFA tournament? He can still spit.
Yo,
I mean,
and
old
you gotta
head.
remember, Will Smith is the first rapper to ever win a Grammy.
That is true.
That's why I'm like, he's more of like he was an actor even as a rapper. I feel like even when he was rapping his life.
He has
a lot, but he
the
was
summertime
rapping.
anthem.
Yeah,
I'm not saying to get the William is platinum. I understand that, bro.
But
like,
that
I'm
being
just saying.
That's my song. Get jiggy with it. Nah, 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 nah,
That's a
nah, nah.
platinum
Hey,
record.
nah, 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 nah. Even though Nas wrote that.
I guess because of the amount of money he makes, I would say Will Smith 1, Ice Cube number 2, and then organize the list how LL Cool J number 3, and then
Now thinking about what you're saying, I'll probably put Snoop over LL.
Okay.
Because I feel like LL is just, now he's kind of in the Ice-T realm where it's like you just do that one show. And
Yeah,
that's it.
that's true.
Snoop Dogg, I think now he still makes music, so I give him that because he still is trying to be I don't want to say try. but he still is being a rapper.
Right.
But
And
I think he just
secretly
such
Snoop Dogg be
personality.
making great albums. Like I secretly just be listening to all the Snoop Dogg albums that be coming out because he be dropping like album like every year. Yo, Snoop Dogg be making some great ass hip hop CDs. That shit be fire.
Cedric the Entertainer made a funny joke. He said the older Snoop get, the more constipated he sounds.
Right, he do.
He sounds mad congested. Zapantos.
Yo,
zapantos.
go listen to Make America Crip Again in case you haven't. But
Noted.
back to my list. Like all I'm saying, my list is based on legacy, impact, and bars. Legacy meaning what happened in hip hop. What did you leave behind? Like I was telling you about it earlier, the Marty McFly. If you remove a certain motherfucker, what changes in hip hop?
So I'm gonna tell you then one name that wasn't mentioned, I think that should be mentioned, but it's like since you just said the impact thing, Gucci Mane not on that.
That is true.
Gucci
You
Mane
gotta
changed
put him
it
in the top
to
50.
20.
His
Why?
bars is trash, but his impact and legacy is undeniable.
What's his
the
legacy?
Legacy? What everybody listens to
live in
now.
it. We live in
He
it.
You may not, because I remember I got into it with somebody because someone hates Lil Wayne. I was like, you can hate Lil Wayne all you want. You can say he's trash,
He wasn't doing with Gucci.
but you can't deny his
But
impact.
Lil Wayne's, I'll say this, when Gucci hit, it was a hard impact.
Or you can say Jeezy.
For
Either one of them two, I would have been
the
like,
South,
I get Gucci move with Jeezy.
for the South, but hip hop as a whole, no.
Yeah, why not? Everybody's like a Gucci Man clone. From
But
Migos, the
but you gotta
Future.
remember, Gucci, all them Brick Squad niggas, they took all that big beats, no lyrics sound from Cameron and them. So Cameron and them are the reason that shit got popular. And
Is
then
it?
yeah,
I don't know
Did
about
you have
that.
anybody from Dipset on that?
No,
absolutely not.
I don't know about that.
Respect.
I guess because they rap off
You think
beat, and
you think I would have a list without Gucci and have Cameron on it? Like, come on, bro, that's disrespectful.
I don't know about
If
that.
Your
if
list
I
is
don't,
valid,
if the
though.
whack niggas from the South ain't on there, the whack niggas from the East ain't on there, and the whack niggas from the West.
I
ain't
feel like
on
you should
there.
put Gucci. Like he has to be. Where is he on your list? He gotta be on the list.
On
I
my
know
top of all time.
he gotta be at least
He's the
100.
most
And my top
lyrical
100,
threat.
I put him on 83.
80. I don't know about that. I think it should be higher. Cause it's like his bars is doo doo. We can accept it. His bars is doo doo. Even though that song, if you believe in vampires, I believe in vampires. My shit. What does he say? I passed gas. My squad. I farted. My squad smelled the gas. Like that's my nigga.
He said, I got fungus growing in my lungus.
Woo.
It's diamonds on my finger.
Wop.
It's diamonds on my thumb. It's diamonds on my dick, so it's
Burr.
diamonds on her tongue. I'm sorry. Why are there diamonds on your dick, bro? I'm sorry. Like, nah.
He's that nigga. He's that dude. But Gucci.
Nigga was dazzled his dick.
His bars is zero. I'll give you that. But his impact and legacy is like better than a lot of rappers.
Is T.I. on your list?
He's
yeah,
on his list.
Yeah, T.I.'s on my
I
list.
feel like Gucci Mane shot got if he's not in your 50, he gotta be like on the cusp, like in the 51 to 59.
I don't see his impact. I mean, I don't see his
What do you
legacy.
mean you don't see his legacy and impact? Yo went to jail, came back, and still hit hard.
I
Niggas
mean-
still fuck with Gucci.
I
He
mean,
changed mixtapes game. Mixtapes for like
yeah, he
Wayne
made
did it
him
too,
and
though.
Wayne literally made it to where you don't even need a record label to even be a successful artist.
that's decent. I can consider him for 60 then.
Like he gotta be,
That's
he
respect.
gotta be in
That's
the
respect.
50s. He gotta be in the 50s. Actually, you could say the same with Lil Wayne, because
It's
Lil
a lot of
Wayne
ones
made
that
it to
come
where
before him.
a lot of rappers, even they're like,
Lil Wayne's on my list. He's number 50.
no, he should be higher.
Nah, not Lil Wayne on bars. Lil Wayne on bars.
I feel like
His
it's
bars is okay. He's very punchline.
I mean, I'd have
where
to.
you got Ludacris at?
Oh, I didn't think I put him on the list.
Wow, you
But
put
he,
Ludacris
but
on there?
he got T.I. on there, so it's covered. Basically
No, he
covered.
gotta have Ludacris on there.
Here's the
Because Ludacris is
Don't
one
get
of
me
those.
wrong. Ludacris is secretly one of the greatest rappers who ever lived.
Yes, he is.
Truly. However, Ludacris' drop was so magnanimous. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think T.I. has made a great album since Paper Trail.
Okay.
However, Ludacris's drop doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you're right.
It doesn't.
about that.
It didn't even make human sense to me.
I think it does make sense. I think it makes sense because him and Nelly were the mainstream, I guess, typical rappers where, unlike Nelly, Ludacris can actually rap, but it was so just mainstream. He was like the perfect mainstream rapper where it's like, all right, I make club songs, I make party songs that people can fuck with, but lyricists can fuck with me too because I can actually rip. I can actually rap, I can actually spit. I think it's just kind of that changing of the time, the changing of the sound, why he just dropped off.
I mean, Nelly could never.
It was
really
a bad
spit.
time to
No,
do
I'm
that
just
type of
saying, but
rap,
like
though.
that's why I said more on Ludacris than Nelly's
Oh
side.
yeah, definitely.
I feel like he was just the perfect. He was like,
He
just
came at a bad time. He came at a bad time for what he was doing. He came when 50 Cent was coming out.
no,
Yeah,
I wouldn't say he came in bad. He came in the perfect. He sold records. Yo
No,
made a lot of money.
I'm not saying he ain't sell records. I'm talking about for his longevity. If he came
Yeah.
out like 98, You know what I mean? Or 97.
Yo,
You know what I
Ludacris.
mean?
If Ludacris came out in '98, he'd be a fucking goat.
But I wouldn't even say that. I feel like his longevity is pretty good. I feel like he had like what, good 4 albums, a good 4-album stretch. That's pretty solid.
What, it was the Red Light District.
Red Light District. That was
Right.
my favorite Ludacris
Chicken
album.
and Beer.
Chicken and Beer was the third one.
That's all I remember.
No, he got the
first
shit.
one.
Back for the first. What is that shit? I forgot because it had that Neptune song on it, and he had Fantasy. I forgot the album. 'Cause I bought that shit as a kid. And I used to play
Back
that.
for the first time.
Yeah, Back for the first time. Chicken and Beer was the third one.
Word of Mouth was the second album.
Word
Chicken
of Mouth
Beer.
second album.
Word of
Red
Mouth.
Light District was 4. After the fourth one, he had the last one when he cut the hair off. That it won him a Grammy.
Was it the hair that
No, that
altered
was
his life?
Joe Budden said it with Pusha T. The hair gives him strength. The hair gives him power.
Yeah, the hair.
What is that? Or what is that? Therapy something?
Release therapy.
Release
yeah,
Therapy.
I fuck with that album.
And then after that is
He just fell off.
what's the one that had
If I can get this drink, I might end up fucking you.
Yeah, that's Release Therapy.
I forgot the album.
the next one is the one with him and Jeezy screw up on there.
Yeah. I think that was on Release Therapy, wasn't it?
No. That's the album that has that song I Do It for Hip Hop with him, Jay, and Nas on it. That I like out of that. Oh, Theater of the Mind.
Yeah, I think at the Theater of the Mind, he kind of fell off.
Yeah.
So he had a good 5-6 reps.
Battle of the Sexes.
That was
was
like
one of the worst rap albums I've
Yeah.
ever heard in my entire life, and I don't know why he had to make that.
But I kind of think he was a product of his time. I think that what hurts a lot of artists
And
that are older because they're so used to that formula. Like, all right, I gotta make a single, push the single, boom, 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 do my little guest appearances. Then I gotta push the other single,
And I think-
boom, boom, boom. Then I drop the album, wait for the sale. Like, I think now it's just so like everything is just like music.
right.
All the other
Everything
stuff
is the
doesn't matter
single.
anymore.
Everything is a single. Fuck an album. Everything is a
Yeah,
single.
essentially.
Niggas don't even give.
That's why I was telling you about YB and Corday. I was like, I really like his kind of formula. It was like he able to do, the numbers he's doing without having a single. That's important.
Well, he has a single. He had the Situationship.
I
I actually fuck with that song. That was kind of like you didn't finish the album.
I know. I mean, I wasn't interested.
It was cool. I like it. It was solid. It gave me a lot of college dropout coloring book vibes. But it was
Like,
cool.
YB and Corday is proof to what I be telling niggas, like about how I'm not like always into like a nigga who can rap, like because YB and Corday can
It
rap.
don't hit for you.
He just is not interested. Like I was telling niggas about Logic. I'm like, I'm not. He can rap. I'm just not interested.
He reminds me a lot of it too. He's just doing it the right way. Logic-
Right.
Funny thing is they go on tour together. That's the funny thing.
Hilarious. But like,
Maryland.
there's a
Shout out to
lot of
Maryland.
niggas who can rap that I just don't listen to. Niggas be like, oh, you fuck with this, you might fuck with that. I'm like, no, I don't.
But
I
actually,
really don't.
back to our original point.
You never fuck with Logic, right?
No.
Never.
That's good. I'm like, all right, because I liked him in the beginning. I was like, oh, this is
Yeah,
cool.
he one of them like
This is doable.
fans that don't like people that's a bandwagon.
So another guy would think I changed the game too. When I mention Logic, I think about someone who I wasn't into as much, but I got to him in his death was Mac Miller. Mac Miller should
Yo.
be
Mac Miller
listed,
sonically
bro.
is dope.
R.I.P.
bro.
Sonically is dope.
With his
like,
album, Watching TV with the Sounds of, that
It
was
should
when
be
I got
honorable
into him.
mention. Yeah, like I said, he came out a certain way where it was like, yeah, we're gonna do this commercial thing, but I got this, you know what I'm saying, secret, you know what I'm saying,
See,
bag of tricks.
Once
around
I heard
it.
him go bar for bar with Jay Electronica, I was like, all right, maybe this nigga's nice.
No, but see, the thing I feel bad for Mac Miller, I think people put him in a box pretty quick. They assume he was just straight backpack, snapback
Absolutely.
rap.
Absolutely.
And I think once he did,
Easy raps to consume.
yeah, once he did watching TV with the sound off, that's when you see him be more experimental with his sound. 'Cause he did a beat with what's his name, Flying Lotus.
Yep.
He been more experimental, started like doing extra stuff.
Take some Quaaludes, conversates with Jesus, batting practice with the fuck.
Yeah, he can
goes to
rap.
Babe Ruth. I was like, oh, this nigga. That's what because that's that's what I was telling y'all. That's all I'm into, like the bars. So yeah, the white boy definitely should get an honorable mention. R.I.P. That shit was sad to me.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I was hurt. I was gonna go to his concert too, bro, because it was him and Thundercat. I was like, bet, buy the tickets
Dope.
coming
Oh,
out.
yeah, they-
I
Definitely
fuck with
dope.
Thundercat.
And never, my man Larry. Shout out to my man Larry for pointing this out. No, he was one of those white rappers that was never problematic.
Yep.
He was
Cool.
he was
Nigga,
cool.
he respect the culture, knowing like he didn't
And he had to say the N-bomb in the mid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Culture.
like he felt authentic. He didn't feel fake.
Right. Nobody ever accuses him of the things they accuse Eminem of and shit. He never got in no trouble. Like that shit's sad.
Why did they accuse Eminem about that? I figured he
Oh,
kind of got his.
Eminem was in a he was in a racist ass rap group when he was like 14.
Wow.
Him and these two other white boys, they was on some whole like, yeah, I fucking kill a nigger bitch and shit like that.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. But I'm like, if we gonna judge niggas off of what they did when they was 13, like, please don't go back and listen to this shit I recorded when I was 13, 14. Like, don't
You
do
thought I
that.
was gonna kill myself.
Yeah, I was on some shit. I clapped you bitch niggas. I was telling Cass.
He was body more. He was body more real quick.
We grew up in a sick society.
Right.
Adjusted people to
But
sick society.
back to my original point. I think Wayne should be high on your list. Because the reason why I say this, hear me out before you start.
I'm listening. I'm looking.
I feel like his approach to the game with the mixtapes has revitalized a lot of older rappers' careers because now it's like I don't have to go through the old. Let me go ahead and drop the single. Let me get the okay. I can just release hella mixtapes and start doing my shit by touring and doing stuff like that. I think because Wayne essentially is the foundation for how all artists nowadays do their thing. Because now it's like I don't really need an album. I don't really need about album stuff. I could just drop a mixtape, make it hot, get a whole bunch of views on Dat Piff and livemixtapes.com, go on tours. I can keep my career going. So that's why you have a lot of rappers who just around just to be around. It's kind of like, dang.
Remember, we're talking about the top 50 of all time, right? And I agree with you. But that nigga's still in the top 50 of all time. There are over 1,000 rappers. If he is in the top 50, that's good.
Yeah, I think he should be higher than just 50 though.
Who do I put him? Like you gotta
who's
understand.
who's
So,
your 40
like,
to 50 then? Who's your 40 to 50? I can't remember.
Okay,
Because there was a lot of this name.
I got you. DMX was like number 40.
No, I thought DMX was higher than that.
Fuck no, DMX was like number 40. Though DMX should be higher because
No,
that
yeah,
nigga
DMX
dropped
is
2 platinum albums in 1 year.
DMX like really
No,
top
DMX is
four.
39. Sorry, 40 is Razkaz, 42 is T.I., 43 is Killer Mike, 44 is Big L,
I replace
45
him with
is
T.I.
Kendrick Lamar, 46 is AZ, 47 is J Cole, 48 is Rev Run, 49 is 50 Cent. 49 is 50. That's hilarious. And I thought it was funny when I made it. And 50 is Lil Wayne.
I feel like I replaced him with T.I. I feel like T.I.'s too high in that list, actually. In that group, I think he's too high.
Man, look,
Nah,
T.I.
is a
lyrically,
different
man.
level.
T.I. lyrically, but I feel like Wayne's
he's
impact.
originally
No. Impact and legacy are literally why Wayne is on this fucking list. Because even niggas be debating, does Wayne have good? Was Gilly a ghostwriter? It was never proven, which is why the only reason Wayne's even on my fucking list. That being said, I was like, okay, bar wise, do I gotta put him on my list? No, because of bars, if like we talk about sliders and bars, like everything is 100%, he's like a 24 on bars.
I don't know because.
But if we talking about legacy and impact, Wayne is like 100 and 100.
But compared to T.I., because one thing about Wayne started off bad, but I think after like Carter 1 into Carter 2, when you started becoming Wayne. Also with T.I., because if you listen to T.I.'s first 2 albums, they were not that good at all. Trap music and what's the other
But
one?
that's right there. Trap music. His like
He
credited
introduced
with trap.
he introduced trap music.
that culture. Like Luda was bringing it, but Luda was like it was in the club and
Yeah, Ludacris was commercial. He was a commercial.
but
star.
like T.I. was like on those like on the stoop. You know what
And
I'm
it's
saying?
just
Shooting video and shit.
T.I.'s stats just end up higher. Bars, I'd say at an 83%.
Oh, damn, that high compared to Wayne? I don't know.
T.I.
Like,
can rap, bro.
you don't think Wayne killed it on Millie?
I mean, I think
Even his mixtapes?
you gotta understand. Even good Wayne is still just a decent rapper.
was a motherfucker though.
Come on, even as DJ Khaled features, Wayne
Yo,
killed every
yo.
DJ Khaled feature.
That's not. It's not.
He
You're
did
not
home
wrong.
run.
But the good Wayne you're talking about is still a decent rapper. Like this is my rap scale. At the bottom is dog shit, right? Like these niggas are just dog shit. Above that is trash. Above that is digestible / McDonald's because it's really not healthy for you, but you can still eat it. Then you got good. Then you got better
Like
than good.
Chipotle.
So Wayne is McDonald's.
Wayne is McDonald's as fuck.
He's not even Chipotle.
I mean, Wayne is McDonald's as fuck. Wayne is definitely not trash. He's not shit. But
He's McDonald's.
T.I. is
Go back to your list. I don't know.
So let me finish. You got you got dog shit, you got trash, you got digestible, you got good, better than good, monster, and God status.
God, that's a big ass range. It should used to be like 4 or 5. That's
Super
I mean,
class.
you got to understand some niggas fall between. Like I put Joey Badass in between that good and better than good. Like cuz it's like there's some like I'm like okay, you're good and sometimes you're better than good. Now,
but you don't have no impact or legacy at all.
I mean, no, he's not. It's not top 50
I
list.
mean, it's just
That's
like,
crazy.
This
that
is
you
just-
say
this is
that,
just
but
how I
unfortunately
rate a
not
rapper.
really. That's
This is just how I rate a rapper. That's not part of my top 50 list. Bars, impact, legacy. Wayne has the impact. Wayne has the legacy. Wayne does not have the bars. This is the.
I'm gonna drop 2 names that I think you forget too. Cause Impact. I thought you were just strictly talking about bars, but like Impact, Q-Tip. You gotta have somebody from the tribe or somebody from Daylight.
Here's the problem. De La Soul as a group.
Yeah, I wouldn't put De La Soul on
De
there.
wouldn't
La
put
Soul.
De La,
No.
but
De La
Tribe?
Soul as a group. Tribe as a group. Yes.
Yeah.
Tribe individually.
That's cool. That's what you gotta do that then. You gotta do tribe because they moved as a unit and that was
Right.
like
So that's the reason they don't make the list.
That's why he has no group. He has no groups on the list. He don't
Right.
got Salt and Pepper.
I respect it.
And
Okay.
the only
He don't got
reason, like-
Tribe, De La Soul,
Exactly.
Outkast. none
The
of them.
only
Yeah, Tip's
reason.
album sucked.
The
I
only
understand.
reason. The only reason like certain Wu-Tang niggas made it is because they have individual albums that are considered hip-hop classics. Raekwon made the Purple Tape. The Purple Tape's a hip-hop classic.
Ghostface Killer made it.
That's why nobody
Supreme Clientele.
Yeah, that was dope.
Ghostface Killer made Jizza made Liquid Swords. It's like, yo, these niggas. Method Man, I put him higher than all of them because that nigga got longevity.
Yep.
It's Method Man with Wu-Tang, Method
Man
Man by
with
himself,
Redman.
Method Man, Redman,
Method Man, Mary J.
ASAP Rap,
Blige.
ASAP Method Man.
Yeah.
Yo, that nigga has lasted.
He did the shit
bro.
with Tiana Taylor.
Right. See what I'm saying? So, like, I mean, they would not have made it if they didn't have so much indie success, which you can't say about Phife, which you can't say about Q-Tip, which you can't say about Big Boy. It's just a lot of niggas who ain't got that.
Still, though, I feel like Wayne should be in the 40s at least. And actually, I got a bone to pick with you. What about, why is Andre so high? I knew you were saying he was in your list, but why is he so high?
Who, Andre?
He hasn't dropped the album.
And I agree with you. So listen.
I can't. It's hard for me to put you out that you haven't dropped the piece of
And
work.
you're right. He definitely has not dropped an indie rap CD to prove his GOAT status. And he is number 20.
That's high as shit.
Which is high as
For
shit.
a guy that hasn't dropped the album.
Because
it's
that's
like,
how good of a rapper he is.
it's like the future's is
Lyrically,
like gold. It's
you
like
gotta understand.
YouTube
You
or
gotta understand.
something.
Also, shout out to my man Larry because he explained it to me like this. A lot of these new niggas, like your YB and Cordays, like your what was the fuck his name, B.O.B. when he first came out. He did now.
B.O.B. is new.
He's dead?
Yeah, no, his career is.
He did, oh yeah. When he started making that booty music.
Yeah, like what's that one nigga?
He started making that. Once you go to booty music route, yeah, you're not gonna last that long.
Better run.
But he's making like
Run
a
from the devil. I can't remember his name, but he was popular for like a week or so. But like these niggas, they all took. You gotta remember, they came in.
Man, you got no big crit on there. I just realized.
That's what I was about to say. That's what
keeping Crit off the list was one of the fucking hardest things I ever do.
You heard his last album, his most recent album?
Yes, it's
that
fire.
shit was fire.
I feel like this is what I'm saying about you.
Like, I give you a pass because he's been like had that long gap. My fault.
Yeah.
No, it's just like because that's what it is too. It's like a name I was about to mention too, like Tyler the Creator. Where for me, him and Crit. So like the bars are good, but it's really their production and the style and how they revamp
and it's
like
it's,
some
it's
of the
just
existing
it's
stuff.
also their impact and legacy they just can't be proven yet.
I feel
I think
you're right though.
What's
Really
Crit's
can't be-
legacy?
Crit is questionable just because he had that long
started yet.
absence.
Right.
Tyler, you can say he has legacy.
Oh,
but I
yeah.
put Tyler in the Kanye West room where I just consider you an artist. I don't really consider you a rapper. I would never sit there and say Tyler Creator got bars. You should be Tyler. But as an artist, I put him. He's a good artist.
Back to Andre, bar wise, like you gotta understand.
I ain't gonna lie. That 10 Jesus Pieces verse was woo.
Yo,
That
Jesus Christ.
That 10 Jesus. Was it 10 Jesus Pieces? Was he on that? Or was it another song?
I can't.
It was a song he did with Rick Ross. That shit was slick.
Oh, you're talking about 16 Ain't Enough.
Woo! That's my shit. That's my favorite song on the album. That verse was hard.
When Lucifer let loose on us, that new song, like yo, I was like, yo, shout out to Rick Ross. He's another one of my honorable mentions. Shout out to Rick Ross because you put Andre 3000 on a song called 16 Ain't Enough and let that nigga rap as long as you want. You have no fear, sir. You are a fucking daredevil. You are a man without fear. But no, Andre 3000 can rap, and then he came like a lot of niggas came in on Andre 3000 when he was doing most of his epic shit. We talk about the Players Anthem verses when niggas found out about him.
Yeah,
You talk about
that was
and shit.
that was a hard verse. Where's my nigga Pimp C? Why you on the list?
I mean, that's influence, but I think
Pimp C
honestly,
can't
like,
rap with
that's all
shit.
like you can
Pimp C
take-
cannot
you
rap
can
with
put
shit.
Crit in it. I'll say this though, your list does lean towards one way. That's why I was just trying to throw some Southern people in there. And just
I
try to
mean,
poke at it a
yo,
little bit.
I got Southern niggas all through my list.
You don't got 3-6 Mafia on there?
You don't
mean,
got
them niggas can
Juicy
rap.
J in there.
Yo, Juicy J would, in all honestly,
He can
bars?
spit. Yo, he can spit pretty decent.
he probably deserves to be in this top 50, and I'll tell you why. Because his
Zip
legacy,
in the
it's
double.
Legacy.
It's
Legacy.
ridiculous how much hip hop sound like that nigga right now.
Yep.
It's ridiculous how much. I don't even know how it happened or when the shift happened because all I heard was Wayne, and then one day I turn on the radio and all I hear is fucking Juicy J style.
I think the thing is because a lot of the rappers now bite because that's one thing. 3-6 Mafia was kind of ahead of their time because they were really
Absolutely.
that dark, heavy metal type, golf like rap, and now you see all the rappers now they kind of bite off that, especially with the production like Metro Boomin production.
Another mention, like I said, he don't make the list, but because he did, I think the nigga impact is really crazy once you step back and really watch it when it goes somewhere. The Triple X guy, I really like.
XX Tentacion.
Yeah.
Can't put that nigga top 50 greatest of all
No,
time.
he not top 50.
But his impact
greatest.
is for some
What I'm
reason.
saying-
Just
Oh yeah,
undeniable.
people loved him.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
He had Pac level impact potential, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, his fan base scares me. Like them
Yeah.
niggas loved him.
They loved him.
Yeah.
But that being said, like
Where Biggie at on your list?
Biggie number 3.
Wow.
Biggie,
That high?
Biggie, yo, no, the style that now don't get me wrong, Biggie took his style from many rappers, but that shit would be the style that would make mainstream rappers for the next 15 years after him. That's the style that Jay-Z used to be famous. That's the style that 50 used to be famous. Also, in his time, Biggie was the only lyrical, spiritual, miracle nigga who could actually
make a hit.
We've got to coin that term, lyrical, miracle.
I know, I do. I need to put it on a shirt because I started that shit.
That is
I started that shit with DJs. Like, you like the lyrical, spiritual, miracle bullshit. And he used to get mad at me.
But that being said,
no disrespect to all the lyrical, spiritual, miracle. I like that. But DJ, at one point in time, shout out to DJ. At one point in time, I kid you not, we would just hear lyrical and spiritual, miracle all day, every day. And this is during the time my car was broken down. So I had to ride with him in the car here. Lyrical, spiritual, miracle, miracle. I'm like, come on, bro.
And you know, that's how a lot of like bar for bar niggas got to start out. But I promise you, I don't like that shit either. That's another thing. People assume because I'm like a hip hop head, I like spiritual, lyrical, miracle. I was like, I think that shit is trash. I think that shit is trash, and I think you should learn some. I'm not impressed by what a man can rhyme or what dictionary words you got. I'm more impressed when a nigga take words that I hear every day and do something that I've never heard done with them. Like when Jay-Z said, you know why they call a project? Because it's a project, an experiment wherein it only is objects. That is 90 billion times more clever than my monophonics and pictomonic and ticophonics and ticophonic and ticophonic.
It's like, whoa, pause, what are you doing here?
Right.
Well, I think they do that because in a way, if you're like I guess a novice listener to rap, it's a way to kind of show I'm really, really good without really saying anything.
But my problem is niggas.
Can you get a lot of fluff with it?
Niggas, there we go. Niggas be trying to ride on that. So I'll tell you what happened. This is what happened. I was at an anniversary for a mycology thing, right? Mm-hmm. And nigga came up to me and shit like that. And I'm talking to Sean. You feel me? I'm talking to my boy Sean about what I'm gonna spit.
Shout out to Sean.
Shout out my nigga Sean Good.
Yo, time out. He be dropping the funniest memes on Facebook and Instagram. He be having me in tears.
Yo, that nigga's just.
I remember the one he posted. I think he posted one where the girl had a wig on and the dude threw water and the wig flew out. That shit had me in tears on the floor laughing.
So what happens is, so we and him are walking and shit like that, and this nigga's coming up behind us, and Sean's looking. I'm like, yo, I'm ignoring nigga. That nigga just gets too close. I said, yo, can I help you, bro? You want to hear me rap, bro? And I'm like, oh my fucking god, I already know what type of rapper you are. I can tell you spiritual, lyrical, miracle niggas all got the same look. Y'all dressed like Eminem in 8 Mile. All of you look exactly the fucking same.
Throw up mom spaghetti.
And I looked at him and I said, let me guess, you're not like other rappers. Yeah. You listen to like Lupe, right? Yeah. You listen to Nas, yeah. MF Doom and Kendrick. You're just different. You're not like these other niggas. Yeah. I was like, I don't care. Like, I don't fucking care. I'm not here to fucking listen to you, bro. And then these niggas cornered me and they want to cipher with me. So they cipher and they go off. Spiritual, lyrical, miracle, fear, you make a dick, did it, and did you get it? And I'm like, so I do what I do. Because what I like to do is like, I'll do 12 seconds of spiritual, lyrical, miracle. But it'll probably be like the token woken up over and so forth. People like, oh. And then I start bringing the punchlines in, and then I do the double entendre. It's like, oh, you see how you can be multiply talented rapper all at the same time? And they just go, oh, I can't do that. Because you're so sucked into your rhyme ability that you haven't factored in, like, there are other devices and things that you could do to hit. And I hate that shit. Because niggas be like, oh, this makes me better. It's like, it makes you better than the fucking mumble rappers. But you shouldn't be. That's like, that makes me smarter than the nigga with the helmet on. It's like, so what?
All right, I seen something on Complex. It was like, yo, I think they were trying to dig the term mumble rap. It's kind of valid. I just want to bring it up. It's just kind of valid. Most of these niggas not mumbling. It definitely is something new. But mumble rap was definitely that Chief Keef shit. And they do be mumbling. But it is something different. I don't know.
Actually, I kind of think.
It's a new decade coming. I'm just trying to get these niggas up there.
I kind of think people be a little, I don't want to say prejudiced. But they kind of just rap them all. If you have that sound, they just assume. That's what you're doing.
Colorful.
I mean,
because when I actually listen to some of them, like perfect example, the baby will be considered in some people's eyes a mumble rapper, but yo actually be rapping.
He's not a mumble rapper,
but it's because of that sound. He has that trap sound.
Lil
So they just assume.
But Lil
Baby's a mumble rapper. Lil Baby's from the Young Thug. He from the Young Thug Club.
I say,
and then like Young Thug, and I think I'm gonna tell you, I guess
I fuck with that Young Thug album. No lie, that shit is hard.
That branches down.
That shit is hard.
That branches down to that Wayne shit. Wayne was like, you know what I'm saying, he'd be in the booth with his drink and all that shit, and you'd be like, what the fuck is he saying?
High as a kite.
Yeah.
That lean. But see, that I do feel bad for a lot of rappers that are in that sound because even if they can spit, because they have that production, they kind of got that style. People just say, "Oh, you just a mumble rapper," so I'm not gonna give you no respect.
For me, I'm like, it's a nice little throwback to the scat era of like jazz. You know, it's jazz and shit. When they be like singing the song, she got that love.
Yeah.
I feel like these niggas is just a new version of scat. But like,
Yo, Playboy Cardi.
That was a movement in jazz, though. That we needed that.
but that being said, you know what I like about mumble rap? Mumble rap pissed a lot of real lyricists off. And I am so thankful it did that.
Why you think about that?
Necessary.
Because when a true lyricist gets pissed off, they want to show people what true lyricism is. And when people trying to show you what true lyricism is, hip hop gets better. So